And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. So, just after 2 weeks, or just over 2 weeks since we had last played, Rangers returned back from this international break with a bang as we beat Hibernian by 3-1. Now, as stated, looking at it, we can see the finishing line in this sort of title race. Of course, we need to go out there and try and win all 8 of these games, but we're starting to do a little bit of maths. We just have to win 6 and at least get 2 draws in those games against Celtic, and we'll be champions of Scotland for the 56th time. But here's hoping, of course, we can do it the right way and get 8 wins on the board, because I really want to beat Celtic this season. I still can't believe that we've lost 2 matches to them, because they've been ranked rotten this season as well. And sometimes I just don't know how the heck we have actually lost against them. We just can't seem to beat them. Everybody's beaten them this season except from us. So here's hoping, of course, we put that sort of hoodoo behind us and beat them at Ibrox, of course, this weekend. But not looking too far ahead, guys. I want to enjoy the victory. And as stated, we did go on and beat Hibernian. And as everything, or every game in the Scottish Premiership, there is always a bit of controversy. There's always talking points to go on and about. And usually, nowadays, it's to do with sort of VARs, penalties, fouls, all these kind of things, disallowed goals, and all these kind of things. This weekend, guys, was no different. Of course, 3 goals, 3 different goal scorers. Tavernier managed to get a goal and get back into the good books, and of course become the highest scoring defender in British history, or the British player to do so. A fantastic achievement, unbelievable achievement, and this guy still doesn't get the credit he deserves from our own support, in my personal opinion. Not everybody, but our own support sometimes don't give him the credit he deserves. Fantastic player, and as he said himself, blame his wife for basically for the missed penalty, because she told him to shoot down the middle. He did, and we missed. Now, following that, of course, it was a bit of a controversial decision. Just as a disclaimer, by the way, just because I am a Rangers fan, I was watching the match in the bar with a few Rangers boys, and to be fair, when we got given the penalty, we were all looking at each other and going, "Ooh, if that was given the other way around, I would have been foaming at the mouth, to be perfectly honest." I haven't really watched too much replays from it, but obviously VAR looked at it, and of course in the end it was a penalty. But in my personal opinion, I looked at it in real time, and I was kind of like, ooh, kind of lucky there, but obviously glad that we did go and get the penalty. Tavernier missed, as of course, and then Scott Wright, what seemed to have got the goal. And now what I felt was VAR came back in, and then we started to see the lines, and at first I thought, is they saying about an offside or something? What's the issue here? So yeah, looking back on it, and apparently it was disallowed for the reason of this. Yes, the bafflement among the packed Ibrox crowd was audible for all to hear. It was announced as VAR was checking what looked like a Rangers opener against Hibs. James Tavernier, of course, missed the spot kick after a save by David Marshall. However, Scott Wright followed it up nicely and tapped home the rebound. The cautious home crowd thought it was the opening goal against Hibs as they cheered on the players. However, as it did when awarding the penalty, VAR was involved in the aftermath of the goal. It is understood that the goal was ruled out, with the officials judging Wright to have been encroaching on the box as Tavernier took the penalty. Still images appeared to show that both sets of players were encroaching on the box as Tavernier stepped up. So, what are the rules on encroachment for spot kicks? The English FA have this handy guidance on their website. Well, the outcome of a penalty kick: encroachment by attacking player, goal, penalty is retaken, no goal, indirect free kick. Encroachment by defending player, goal equals goal, no goal equals penalty retaken. Encroachment by defending and attacking player, goal is penalty, goal, penalty is retaken, no goal, penalty is retaken. So it's an interesting one. I did feel like Scott Wright was fine, but that was my personal opinion on the matter, but obviously it was ruled out for quote-unquote encroachment on that one. So of course it did get disallowed. However, Tavernier managed to follow up with a beautiful volley, and then of course it was good to see Mr. Cyril Dessers get on the score sheet before the Old Firm game, and then good to see young Rabby get a goal as well. So yeah, happy with that. 3 different goal scorers, and to be fair, I'm just happy with the 3 points at this time of the season, and here's hoping that we get going and get blazing and ready to go for that game against Celtic. We've got a week of preparation now. It is the big one on the horizon. Now, in other news as well, the SFA apparently are going to be charging Hibernian following their their X post after we received a penalty. As stated, they posted about our penalty, and I think they said something about Rangers' penalty, who had 20 minutes, which suggested it was only a matter of time before the home team were awarded a penalty. However, it could land Hibs in hot water with Scottish football governing body. This FA rulebook clearly stipulates that clubs cannot include any criticism on the match officials, which indicates a bias or incompetence on the part of a match official in their social media output. So yeah, it does look as though that they, of course, could be getting disciplinary action. And I really couldn't give a rat's ass about Hibs anyway. But yes, in other news, guys, of course, we have got a number of players currently coming to the end of their current contracts at Rangers. And we've spoke a lot about Borna Barisic, which we stated that he's probably not going to be getting a contract. And then, of course, we've spoken about John Lundstrom. Philippe Clement has provided an update with regards to John Lundstrom, and it still does look like it is confident. However, we've got a bit of an update with regards to Mr. Ryan Jack, and this one comes from Football Insider. They state Rangers midfielder is set for a summer exit after Football Insider have claimed that he is not getting a new contract from Rangers. The Scottish midfielder has been at the club since 2017 and has been ever-present figure within the middle of the park under various managers. However, Jack has struggled with injuries during his time at the club and is currently sidelined again and will miss the upcoming Old Firm match against Celtic. Sources close to Football Insider and Rangers have told their website that the player will indeed leave this summer and not receive a new contract. Again, I don't look at this one as a surprise, to be perfectly honest with Jacko. I do love Jacko. I think he's a very, very good player. But you don't really, it's very, very rare to see him get a full season. And I think under sort of Niels Cooper and under Philippe Clement regime, we're going down a different direction. I want to see more sort of Mohamed Diamandes come in, younger midfielders coming through the door. And I do like our obviously seasoned pros, and I think he's been fantastic, but I think we should probably be moving on from Ryan Jack and trying to find that replacement. And I know a lot of Rangers fans do get a bit touchy on Jacko because he's one of us technically, but ultimately I do think we need to be finding that next Ryan Jack or the new Ryan Jack. And yeah, I would wish him all the best, but I didn't see him getting a contract anyway. But there's other players, of course, coming to the end of their current deals at Ibrox as well. And as the months rumble on, it does seem as though, as the months rumble on towards the end of the season, we'll find out who will indeed leave. But if I had to say out the current crop, whose current contracts are coming to an expiry, I can only really see John Lundstrom getting a deal. John McLaughlin, no chance. Borna, I don't think at all. Leon Balogun, maybe. John McLaughlin, no chance. And then there's probably another few players as well, but I don't see any of them getting new contracts. But that's all I've really got for you today, Rangers fans. Do let me know your thoughts on the win yesterday. Let me know your thoughts on Jacko. Would you give him a new contract, or do you think Rangers should let him go, as it's stated that they are? Let me know down in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys, and remember to check out the channel's official merchandise, guys, by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Thank you, guys. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.